Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Tracy Gohrick Light, Hope and Healing. I'm Tracy Gohrick. I'm a healing coach, energy healer, and spiritual mentor. I use all of that to find out what's wrong, get you well, and keep you well. That being said, today's topic is why and how using your intuition helps you with life and healing. This question came up in the membership group on our Tuesday Zoom calls, and I thought it was an important one to really talk about, and I wanted to share it with you guys also. So you need to use your intuition with everything, right? You need to use your intuition with when you work with healers. You need to with spiritual mentors. You need to use it with religions and what's being said in religions. It's about using your intuition. It is time for us all to come back and start looking into ourselves for the answers. Great, get the information, but you need to take it in and then look within yourself to see if it resonates with you. For so long, we've been taught to not trust ourselves, basically, but we can trust all these other people, these other, big corporations, our teachers, school, our religious leaders. And we've lost the fact that we have it all inside and we need to trust ourselves. And I'm not saying that any of those are bad per se, but we need to learn to take what people say and then go with what we feel, right? Because it's okay. I'm guided all the time to listen to something, and I know there's a piece in there that I need for myself to give me an understanding of something, because we're blocked here, right? And we're given guidance to look for things to help guide us on our day-to-day in our life. So all this stuff is good, and you should use other things, but don't just take it and run with it because somebody of authority supposedly said it, okay? It's about using your intuition, right? So use your intuition to see what feels right for you. All those people, healers, myself included, spiritual mentors, religious leaders, they can have good information for you. But again, it's not about taking it and just because they said it and it's somebody you like or trusted, that means that it's all right. The information's all right. Because we're all human and we're using our experiences to give information to others. So what's right for us might not be right for you. Okay, so that's where the intuition has to come in, right? So one thing that came up is there's this, I'm not going to use names today in here. I used it in the membership, but I'm not going to put it out there. There are some people out there that say in order for us to ascend, we have to be vegetarian. Okay? Now, it is possible once we ascend that we're not going to eat meat. But I personally don't feel that we have to be vegetarians in order to ascend. There's people that say that you get a better connection if you're not eating meat, on and on and on, right? To God, source, whatever your belief is, there's a better connection if you're not eating meat. Now, it may or may not be true, and I'm not saying either way that it's the right way to be, because again, it's an individual basis. And I know several people on both sides, vegetarian and not vegetarian, that eat meat, that is what their body needs, okay, on both sides. Okay, so there's people who actually can't be vegetarians. They don't do well in the diet. And one of them, I'm kind of trying to think of his name. David Wilcox. He tried to be vegetarian and he got, I can't remember exactly what happened to him, but he got really kind of pale and had the dark circles under his eyes when he wasn't eating meat. And he got weaker, I think. So he needed to eat meat. So he went back on eating meat and he felt better. I have a friend who can't eat meat, was getting sick eating meat, okay? So you see, you have both sides. And again, it comes down to what you need. So if you're talking to, like, my friend doesn't say you have to be vegetarian. So if you talk to somebody who can't, who is a vegetarian because they can't, and they're like, that's the way to be because they can't eat meat because it makes them sick to eat meat, but then they put that on you, but you're a person that needs meat, okay? There's no black or white across the board for everybody on anything on this earth, okay? That's why it has to come down to you listening to yourself and trusting yourself and your guidance with everything. I'm using it with the vegetarian right now, but it's on any information you get, right? And remember this, if you're a vegetarian or a meat eater, don't judge the others that are the opposite of you because they're doing what they need to do for themselves, okay? They're following themselves. It's none of your business what they're doing. And plus, that alone hurts you in your healing journey because that lowers your vibration when you start judging others because of what they're doing, okay? This is like so important. For you to improve yourself is just listen to yourself. Like I said, get help from others, but you've got to take what others say and then bring it in for yourself to see if that feels right. You'll start to know right away if something somebody says isn't right. You kind of go, But you need to start trusting it, and I'm saying it like this because it's a lesson we all have to go through. And it's a constant, I won't say battle, but it's a constant thing that I'm working through when I go, ugh, because I don't want to be thinking like that's not right, but it's about trusting yourself, okay? And the second you kind of get that little, look at it, really look at it. And then if it's a question for you, say, is it a past trauma? Is it something I need to work through? Why am I doing that? Or is this something that's not the truth for me? Okay? So again, it's really, really important. One other thing I want to talk about when it comes to working with healers, mentors, spiritual mentors, religious leaders, you really need to think for yourself on it. Hear what they have to say because everybody has good information. But don't just take everything somebody says just because, and I've said it, just because they're supposedly an expert in it, or they're a religious leader, or they're a teacher, or they're your boss. You need to really start thinking for yourself because there's some in religion, there's some things that I take that I love, and there's some that I don't. And that's kind of why I went and broke away and became more spiritual, right? And it's funny because when I, started on this healing path, my husband would, come to bed later than me sometimes, and he would see my grandma standing by my bed, and she had passed away, and standing by my bed looking at me. And when I really started getting into this healing stuff and my husband's abilities started coming out, we decided to ask her because she was pretty religious lady, and I wanted to ask her, well, why did you do that? Because I personally don't like organized religions. Because of that, I think we all need to think for ourselves. I think we all need to remember we have the abilities. That being said, that's why I asked her, and that's why I'm telling you this. Why did you do that? Because, she's in a place now where she understands everything, because she's not here on earth, that she can see and explain it. And she said in this lifetime, that's what she needed. She needed that organized part for her in this lifetime. She needed that for her to do what she needed to do. So everything has a purpose. And if you're drawn to that, then great. We are coming into a time though where we really need to start paying attention to ourselves, our intuition, and trusting what we think. Because there's a lot of misinformation out there. And you know, I wanted to do this one because as I sat down to get ready for class the other night, all this information flooded in, and I thought, okay, after this morning when I woke up, I was like, I need to do a video on that because that was important and a lot of information came in for it. So no matter what you do, follow people, watch people, but bottom line is you take that information and decide if it's right for you. Because you can take bits and pieces even from me or other healers or religious leaders or the government. You can take the pieces that feel right for you and then leave out the rest. Because not everybody's going to have everything that you need, okay? Again, it comes down to you. And you thinking for you and you seeing what feels right for you. All right? So that's what I have for today. If you like this video but you feel like you need more accountability, more help because you get on track for a few days and then you forget or something triggers you and you fall off and you get back down into your slump and forget the tools you have, we have a membership group where it has accountability. We have, on Mondays I do a group message, channel message. On Tuesdays, twice a month, we meet and we have topics and I answer questions. And on Wednesdays, I send healing to the group or whatever you post you want healing sent to. It's about being in there with the other people, doing the same thing as you, trying to heal, get better, and it's just the accountability in there that's so wonderful. And that's why I made the group. So we'd love to have you in there. The links are in the description below. And so let's get ready for the healing meditation. If you are driving or using heavy equipment, stop the video now and come back when you're done driving and using heavy equipment. These are powerful can be powerful meditations, and so it's best to be sitting or lying down while listening. All right, so go ahead and get comfortable. You can either sit up or lay down. Go ahead and close your eyes. I want you to imagine blue light coming into the top of your head, going down your spine to your heart. I want you to imagine now red light coming up your spine into your heart. And they're connecting and mixing, and they turn into violet. And as soon as it turns into a violet, it turns into a flame. This is a cleansing, clearing, and purifying. I want you to take that violet flame and move it down into your solar plexus. That's where we tend to hold everything, so we're kind of cleansing and clearing out everything. And then when you feel that's done, bring it back up into your heart. I want you to expand this violet flame now. It's going through your whole physical body. It's getting as large as your body, this violet flame. And when it gets to as large as your body, now I want you to expand it to all of your energy. So it's cleansing, clearing, and purifying all your energy. We want it to remove everything that it can before we bring in this gold light. All right, now if you want, let's expand it even more into the room you're in, right? It's good to cleanse the rooms you're in. These are all things you can do. Now expand it out into the house, the whole house. Cleansing, clearing, and purifying everything. All right. When you feel that's done, take that violet flame and send it back up to God's source to transmute it. I want you to go ahead now and bring in gold light from God's source into the top of your head, down into your heart. We're going to expand this gold light through your whole body. You can feel it in your legs, up into the top of your head, down your arms. Once it fills your whole body, again, this will also spread it out into your whole energy. So you're just sitting in this gold energy. It's like the bubble, but it's everywhere. It's within you and your energy, because it is what you are. You are the light. Just sit with that for a minute and see how it feels. All right, now I want you to take that light down your spine, split at your hips, out, down your legs, out the bottom of your feet, down into Mother Earth, wraps around the crystals of Mother Earth, and back up your feet, connecting at your spine, all the way up your spine, out the top of your head, back up to God's source again, and then back down. So you're getting healing energy from the light, God's source, earth, the crystals. Now I want you to send gold light from your heart, and it's a healing, to people that have harmed you. This is important so you can heal, not necessarily for them, but it's for you to heal from the situation. So send gold light now and healing from you up to the person that has hurt you, or people. It could be multiple. Anything you feel that needs to be healed in your life, any situations that who did the harm, just send that now, and it goes right up to the front of them so they can choose to accept it or not. This is more for you to heal. And I know it doesn't mean you need to be around them, hang around them, or anything like that. You just want to heal the situation. Now I want you to add sending gold light and healing to those that you may have harmed. Again, just send it right up to in front of them, and they can choose to take it or not. It's to help you heal, though, most importantly. All right, go ahead and bring that cold light back. Now I just want you to sit back and relax, and I will send the healing energy to you. All right, go ahead and take a deep breath in now. Hold it and exhale. And on the exhale, release everything that came up for you that needs to be released. Go ahead and open your eyes. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. So that's what I have for today. Thank you so much for being here. Now go do something you love, something that lifts you up, brings you joy. Every day do at least one thing that you love to do. Sing, dance, run around the yard, whatever it is, do one thing. And then do one thing as self-care. Drink tea, Epsom salt bath, pray, meditate. Do one of those every single day. And then look for the good in everything. And when you see something in somebody, say it to them. Help them and you. It's amazing healing. And then write down 10 things you're grateful for. Every day do those things. I promise you, you will start to see a difference in your life. So have a great day. I love you all, and I will see you soon. Bye.